Hey, what's up everyone? Let's check out AmpHub Cali dual rec in the full mix. So sit back and enjoy. Alright guys, so what do you think about this mix? I thought it sounded pretty good. So I have this section of Reaper opened up with a remix of a song that Resington wrote. And I'll be linking his YouTube channel in the description of this video down below. So let me show you what I have going on real quick. And yeah, we'll go on our way. So on my master track, I usually use these plugins that I'm about to show you. Pretty much are my go-to plugins on the master chain. Even though I'll change them up from time to time, depending on what video I'm doing. But the first one I'm using is this STL channel strip, where I'm using just the EQ portion of it. Even though you can use the whole plugin as far as like compression, gate, and EQ, and also high pass and low pass filtering. But again, I'm just using the EQ portion of it. Then I'm running into this bus compressor by STL, where I'm pretty much only doing about -3 dB of reduction. And a 2-to-1 compression this time as well. Moving on to the Main EQ4 EQ, tonal EQ, that I always use, and which I love a lot. Adds nice tone to the overall mix. Moving into this Ozone 9 Imager by Isotope, set to a modern width preset. I really like how that sounds. Moving on into the Fab Filter Pro L2 limiter, just to set my loudness. And then I'm using this metering plugin right here, just to make sure my parameters are somewhat where I like them to be. And again, this is not an exact science for a YouTube video per se. But yeah, I like to have a little visual of what's going on. Alright? Going on to the drums real quick. Superior Drummer 3. Drum kit from Howl Kit and a tape preset, as you can see. However, I kind of messed around with this mixer quite a bit, adding a bunch of EQ compression to various pieces of the kit, added some parallel compression, you know, to kick, snare, toms per se. And then going into this L2 limiter just to control the ceiling. So that's that for drums. So let's talk about bass first, bass guitar. So this time for this bass guitar, I'm running into this Parallax plugin by Neural DSP, but then I'm following it up by another Neural DSP bass plugin called Ultra, Dark Glass, if you will. Like this, so in this parameter, and this Alex Webster preset. I really like how that sounds, together with Parallax. Alright, that's that. And then I added some EQ at the end, just for high pass and low pass filtering, and I bumped it up at about 1200 Hertz just to cut through a little bit better. So now let's go to the guitar bus. So as you see, I am running STL AmpHub, Cali dual rack plugin. So for a long time, I didn't want to get into these, but then I'm like, the bug bit. So I started messing around with these amps. But I didn't want to subscribe monthly. I don't like to do that. So they had this big sale going on, so I just bought a bunch of amps. And I do like them a lot, even though, I had to get used to these. But they do a pretty good job. All right, so these are very similar to like Neural DSP as far as a GUI is concerned. However, they're a little bit cheaper than Neural DSP, and they do a pretty good job. So as usual, you have your input, your gate, and your output down here. This has a built-in tuner, which is pretty cool. Stomp section, where you can add, whatever you like in the front of the amp. The amp itself, 2-channel. This is a Cali dual rack. Right now I have it on high gain setting. Pretty nice. Cab section. For the cab section though, I have it bypassed, and you'll see in a moment why. And then you have this effects area as well, which is pretty nice. And I am running in stereo as well. Alright? So I'm running the third-party impulse responses running through NetIR. And I'm running the new Christian Cole and Bolgren impulses called Rainbows and Chainsaws. I really like these impulses a lot. So I'm running this in stereo as well. So on the left side, I'm running modern and standard impulse. And on the right side, I'm running one called Transatlantic Super Blend. But, they're blended 50-50 in stereo. Really like how that sounds. Going into this Pro Q3 EQ, high pass and low passing, as you see. Multi-band compression, as I always use. Pultec EQ right there. I really like using that a lot. And finally, an L2 limiter. So that's that. And yeah, left and right guitar, there's nothing. It's just a DI on those. Going into my, guitar bus. Then there's another guitar called Guitar Lo-Fi. Look at that real quick. So this is Resonance's EQ curve. I didn't touch that, I just left it alone. And that's feeding right into my guitar bus as well. And then he's using this phaser by Dead Duck, which are pretty cool plugins. I like them. So that's it, guys, for that portion of the tone. And then solo guitar right here. This time I am running, again, a Cali dual rack, but I am running the cab section on this one. On this side, it's running a 122 mic, I guess it's called. And this side's a Ribbon 160. But this is just a preset, that's built into the plugin, as you can see. Running a little bit of an overdrive in the front, a little bit of EQ. Yeah. Going into this Pro Q3 EQ again, for high pass, low pass filtering, notching. Running into this chorus pedal. Yeah, man, I like using the chorus pedal in this fashion. It's really not acting as a chorus pedal would typically. It just makes the track a little bit wider. I like how that sounds. And then finally into this digital delay by Nembrini. So pretty much that's it. What's going on in this mix. So again, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, share my content. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get my videos when I upload. And yeah, till next time, another review of another amp sim, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be many of. You guys stay safe and take it easy. See ya.